This proposal is sponsored by Councilmember Herbold. It is to consider passage of legislation that would allow the dismissal of crimes of poverty. And it would do so by revising the definition of duress as a defense against prosecution.
It would excuse and dismiss, in essence, effectively legalize almost all misdemeanor crimes committed in Seattle by people who show either symptoms of addiction with no medical diagnosis necessary, symptoms of a mental disorder, or poverty, that they committed the offense to meet an immediate basic need. In other words, if someone stole merchandise to sell for cash to get food, clothes, rent money, whatever, they could not be convicted. Scott Lindsay, the former public safety advisor to the city of Seattle, says he's never seen anything like it.
I am not aware of any legislation like this anywhere in the United States, even globally. All cities have criminal codes to protect their citizens from criminal acts. This would basically create a legal loophole that swallowed all those codes and said, green light to crime. If you don't feel very protected right now, this would wipe out almost all remaining protections that we have.
What kind of crimes are we talking about? Basically, anything under a felony, and excluding DUI and domestic violence, would by law not be prosecuted.
This would absolutely open the floodgates to crime in Seattle, even worse than we often currently struggle with. It's a basically blank check to anybody committing theft, assault, harassment, trespass to continue without disruption from our criminal justice system.
The reason you haven't heard about it is that there have been no public hearings. It wasn't presented in a public safety committee. The legislative process was bypassed. It was proposed late in the third hour of a budget meeting.
And I think that brings us up to the budget actions from council members. We have about 9.
This is a backdoor to get this legislation into the budget process, not through the normal democratic processes with transparency, dialogue, public discussion.
Just the notion that we need more police, an ever-growing force in order to increase public safety, is just a false notion. There is nothing no research that indicates that a large police force increases community safety at all. And the truth of the matter is that when we're talking about community safety, when we're talking about public safety, the question is safety for whom, right? Because I represent South Seattle, where many people do not in fact feel safe having extra police in the neighborhood.